All right, third grade, welcome back to part 2 of this. How do you glue this all together? You've got everything cut out. Well, you're going to do it in layers. So I'm going to ask you to make each layer, instead of just all one thing, make it work as its own little picture. So I need one more thing there. No. Maybe putting 3 items down at one time is going to really work for you. So that'll work right there for my first 3. And I'm going to glue that. So when you get to the gluing part, remember you need to peel off that extra glue from the top and then twist the lids open. So you should be able to hear some air. I hear it. I know this glue bottle is open and I can go ahead and get started. When you're doing your glue, if you have any pencil lines, that's the side you put the glue on, the same side as the pencil. We keep telling you guys that, and we have a lot of people who forget and flip it over. So we're going to tell you just one more time. That's not true. We're going to keep telling you. All right, so there comes the first one. I'm going to wipe that extra glue off of there. And I'm going to wipe it onto the back of my sausage. I know a lot of people get glue on their hands and then they're like, I need a wipe, I need to go wash my hands. Remember, you can always just rub your hand together with your other hand. You know, wipe your fingers like that and that'll peel the glue right off. So there's this one. And now I'm going to do this. Don't forget to get some glue in that stem. I'm going to put this stem down here. All right, so I already have 3 items on now. I have a negative space and I have overlapping. These are 2 things that you really need to do. So now I'm going to lay 3 more things down. So I'm going to have this. I'm going to make sure that I overlap onto that cherry like so. I want to use a negative space. I think I want to use a negative space of one of these. So I still have my scraps here. I'm going to trim them off and use a negative space on my sausage. Maybe I'll swing that way. I think I should maybe down here. So you get to play with it a little bit. Where do you like it the best? That and there. And then maybe the cherry as a negative space too. And I want that to go. I don't want to go off the page. Do I want it to go exactly in there? No, I like it sort of crooked. Like that. All right, so that will work, I guess, with what I want. Yeah. And now I can glue these 3. All right, so now I have the next ones glued down, and I'm going to continue to build. What do I want this to look like? And gluing 3 at a time should work really well for you so that you're going to have lots of good things on here. So you continue to build, I'll continue to build, and then I want to show you the last thing. I almost forgot the hole punching. If you take your paper that you're going to hole punch and you fold it, I don't have to fold it in half, I just folded a little piece here because the hole punch is pretty small. I can get 2 hole punches for every one. So here's the tongue, I call that, because it sticks out. Looks like he's sticking his tongue out at you. And then there's the piece that goes through the hole. Do you see that? So you want to put your paper here between the tongue and the hole. And then squeeze. Oh, well, that went flying. I'm not really sure where that went. Put it down so that you can see where they go. The hole punches there. The hole punches are new for this year, and they're already broken, some of them. So you have to be careful, maybe borrow another one if you need to, from another table or from somebody else. You have to take turns if you're going to use those. So I get 2 at a time, and I can also add those on, and they're a darker brown. These are the shavings that goes on top of the chocolate cake. So it's really cool. They take a solid chocolate and then they peel it off. They shave it off right on top of the cake. So that would be my last thing that I have to do for this. You want to keep 5 or less colors for your project. So I'm at 4. They work really well. And you can also layer directly on top if you wanted to. That's another option. And that's sort of it. So enjoy creating your sculpture of a cultural food or meal. If you have any questions, come ask us.